Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everybody again. I'm Roslan Effendi, and thank you very much for seeing here us today. I'm with a new guest, our next business mentor. I'd like to introduce. Here we have Encik Reza Huzairi. He is currently assuming Chief Corporate Officer from PR1MA Corporation Malaysia. Welcome, Cik Reza.
Thank you.
To our talk show here today, and I'm very delighted to have you in this session despite of your busy schedules. You know, as a top professional in a large organization, so we really appreciate your time to be with us today. So here we are. We have our audience from the professional in the market that is looking into advancing themselves into C-Suites position. So therefore, since we are having this coming intake of C-Suites Accelerator Program that is very much suitable for them, so having you in this session will give them a bit more wisdom and knowledge of how you yourself experience in your line of work and dealing with day-to-day challenges, and how do you overcome that. And it could be probably, I'd like you to share one or two life experience that you have and how did you do it to our audience, so that it becomes something like a key takeaway for them to also have as an option if they are coming across such a thing, they know how to do it. So thank you very much again, Cik Reza, and here we are, and I like to ask you one specific question, especially about your role as a group CCO. So I like to know, how do you translate the CEO visions into something the entire organization can execute on?
Okay, first of all, at the you as a experienced professional, especially in the corporate world, basically, to achieve at this level, that you need to go through a lot, especially in implementing things. Especially in my role as a CCO, well, outside they can call as corporate services, and HR is part of it, but you need to know as a whole services how it works. So at the C levels, or from the CEO normally they will see the view from the 30,000 feet. Normally people say that it's 10,000 feet at the CCO level. It's not at the CEO levels, because especially PR1MA is a government agencies, it's perbadanan. Everything's from the government, what government wants us to deliver. CEO, it needs to play a role where more on the stakeholder management. We are the one at the C level, especially CCO, is the one who needs to be with people, needs to know what kind of process and technology that we want to put in the organization, so the organization can run smooth. So those things normally the CEO will say that, hey, this is what I want to achieve. For example, he wants to see this company to be performance driven, for example. So as the CCO, how you not translate all those things? So this is where, based on the experience, your experience that you have as the COO or CCO levels, you know what's to do. So it's more focusing on the strategic role as well as the action plan, how you not execute it, how you want to execute it. That's the important things as a CCO.
I see. If I can read it correctly and try to conclude as what you have just said, that the role of CCO is very much on connecting the vision coming out from the CEO to the floor level on how you want to execute it
until at the action plan one by one.
Yeah, I mean that is pretty tough for someone, and you need to be deeply understanding the vision from the CEO, or otherwise you'll be implementing something that is not aligned with what he wanted, right?
Yeah. So at the C level as well, because of this is expected when once you be at the C, definitely it's not the CEO alone need to be in the boardroom. All the rest of the C need to be in the boardroom, where you hear the first hand, not from the CEO, sometimes from the other board members.
I see.
You need to translate it and advise the CEO as well. it's not that you wait for the CEO to tell, but you need to advise the CEO, because so you as a C, the rest of the C needs to be advisor to the CEO. So in your own area. For example, in my area as a CCO, there's a lots of divisions under me, including HR, admin, IT, process governance. Because of under me, well, that's a division, but under me, I'm looking in terms of 3 areas here, which is looking in terms of people
development,
process, as well as technology.
I see.
These 3 things will drive organizations. You know, many people are saying that to do a transformation, you need to transform people. But people is the user. So I will advise the CEO how to transform people without, change their mindset because of people's, I think at our age, how you want to change your behavior. We just change the process and we change the technology. People will use it.
I see.
That's how I will translate those things to the CEO if CEO wants to do anything.
So are you saying that the transformation of people is really driven by the process and technology that you are looking at to be achieving the CEO visions, isn't it?
Correct.
I mean, Encik Reza, can you share with us maybe one of your biggest challenge in doing so for you to achieve success?
Well, definitely because of when you are dealing with people. For example, in my current organizations, I have around 470 people. It's a 470 minds. How you want to bring it together and understand what the organizations want. According to number one, the CEO, as well as our stakeholder, which is, in my case, is the government. So that is important things. Basically, to cascade down until to the level where, in organizations there's a lot of documents, but how you need to translate to be, policies, SOPs, until to the level where it can be a KPI for people. And for people to understand the whole thing as one. That's a big challenge. But you need a lot of communication in that sense when dealing with people. The rest, the technology as well as process is we are the one who do it. But yes, in order for you to implement and ensure that it's success, you need to have a lot of communication with people. That's the key with people also.
I see. So, Encik Reza, how do you see that when it comes to having these transformational or changes in the organization and making people be at par or living at up to the expectation, especially the leadership group of the organization? How do you see that it is important for you to look into this development of this leadership living up to the expectation? What are the criteria or the essence that you think must have for them?
Well, I always, I'm a coach. In the market, I'm a coach. Basically, when I coach people, number one that I always put up that you need to have a critical thinking. Critical thinking is not something that I would say easily can acquire. This is where you need to always question things until you cannot answer it. That's the end. So because of critical thinking is playing a bigger role in the organization. You know you are doing your job, but if you have the critical thinking, you will ask back, is this the best for the organization? So I would say that the number one is about critical thinking.
So in a way you are looking at for the talents or the potentials out there that do not be too easily satisfied.
Correct. Just starting at what level you are now. You need to open up, always think something extraordinary.
Go beyond it, right?
Correct. Normally all the C level, you will see that kind of behavior is embedded in them. Even though they're not telling you, but when you assess them, you will see they have that kind of critical thinking.
So in a way, their level of curiosity is high, right?
Correct.
And they are always curious.
They
about
need
things.
to be at that level. They need to be curious. Otherwise, the business will static. You will not have something new in the organizations. Do we want to work in organizations where it's static all the time, or you are looking for a company where you can grow together? That critical thinking will make sure that the company can grow.
Okay. So if I can read it correctly, that for anyone to be successful at that C-suite position, they need to be curious.
Correct.
And they need to be enriching all the time rather than just settle in with business as usual for their day-to-day operation.
Correct, you are right.
Okay, so for the audience out there, there's so much we can learn from the conversation that I have with Encik Reza here. Is that from his point of view and his experience perspective, that for you to be able to sit up there, you are the one who chart the stories. So you cannot be satisfied with whatever that you have and
Correct.
just do nothing about it.
Right.
So you've got to be very dynamic and be asking a lot of questions on how you can make it better or improve it in the future by having this critical thinking, isn't it?
Correct. Right.
So I would urge you all, the audience out there that is interested in our conversation here, do sign up for the next coming C-Suites Accelerator Program in August, so that you will have a far more information and wisdom from Encik Huzairi, who is already agreeing to become our business mentor, and he has far more to share rather than just these small snippets that we have in this conversation, right? So go talk to your HR, have them sponsor you to come into this program in the next August, and it's 100% HRDC claimable. Sign up. We both would like to see you in August, so we hope to see you there, and bye bye for now.